Employee welfare is justified for several reasons. A typical worker does a lot of work like digging coal from earth, fetching and refining oil to build dams for society. They look after necessities as well as luxuries of people in society. Thus, welfare measures are a must for them. Introduction. Labor welfare relates to taking care of the well-being of workers by employers, trade unions, government and non-government agencies. It deals with the provision of opportunities for workers and his or her family for a good life as understood in most comprehensive sense. The basic purpose of labor welfare is to improve the working class and thereby make him or her a happy employee and a good citizen. Now let us see some of the definitions of labor welfare. The Oxford Dictionary defines labor welfare as efforts to make life worth living for worker. Chambers Dictionary defines welfare as a state of faring or doing well, freedom from calamity, enjoyment of health and prosperity. The ILO report refers to labor welfare as such services, facilities and amenities which may be established in or in the vicinity of undertakings to enable persons employed therein to perform their work in healthy and congenial surroundings and provided with amenities conducive to good health and high morale. Features of employee welfare. Employee welfare measures includes various facilities, services and amenities provided to employees for improving their health, efficiency, economic betterment and social status too. Employees' welfare measures are in addition to their wages and services. It is given under some legal provision and collective bargaining. Employees' welfare schemes are flexible and not static. Therefore, it is ever changing and added to the existing schemes from time to time. These employee welfare measures may be introduced by the government, employees, or by social, charitable, or religious institutions. The aim behind labor welfare scheme is to develop overall personality of the employees and to retain them as the best workforce. By introducing labor welfare schemes, employees are successful in creating efficient, healthy, loyal, motivated, enthusiastic workforce in the organizations and to make their work life better and improves their standard of living. The importance. Welfare facilities provide better physical and mental health to the workers and make them happy. Such service facilities like housing scheme, medical benefits and education recreation facilities for the workers' families help create contented workers' families. This will help them to devote greater attention towards their work. The gains in terms of productivity and quality of work will be large indeed. Employee services serve to maintain some degree of peace with the employees' union in as much as this constitute a considerable part of the bargaining package. The harmony and the good relations that result are the kingpin of higher productivity. Employers get stable workforce due to the provision of labor facilities. Workers take active interest in their jobs and work with a feeling of involvement and satisfaction. They also find their work interesting. Employers secure the benefits of high efficiency, cordial industrial relations, and low labor absenteeism and turnover. Labor welfare measures raise labor productivity and bring industrial peace and cordial labor management relations. An employer is able to attract talented workers from the labor market by providing attractive welfare facilities. The social evils prevalent in the labor force such as gambling, drinking, etc. are reduced. Welfare activities by the employer brings improvement in the health of the workers and keep them cheerful. Objectives of labor welfare: to provide better and safe life and health to the employee, to relieve employees from frustration, fatigue and depression, to improve intellectual, cultural and material conditions of life of the employees, to make the employees happy and fully satisfied, to provide them safety while working, to enhance employees' motivation and morale, to create congenial and healthy atmosphere to enable the workers to enjoy their leisure, and to provide immediate working conditions. Types of labor welfare services. Welfare services relate to physical and social well-being of the employees both within and outside the organization. There are two types of services, namely, one is intramural services. Such services are provided to the employees within the establishment. They include washing and bathing facilities, urinals, creches, rest shelters, canteens, uniform medical aid, library, recreation facilities, free or subsidized food, etc. The other is extramural services. Such services are provided to the employees outside the establishment. They consist of housing accommodation, transport, maternity benefits, children's education, sports facilities, family and child welfare, holiday homes, leave travel facilities, workers' cooperative stores, fair price shops, credit societies, vocational guidance, interest-free loans, etc. Welfare services may be broadly classified into economic, recreational, and facilitative. First is economic services. These services provide some additional economic security over and above wages or salaries such as pension, life assurance, credit facilities, etc. Establishing a proper pension program will reduce dissatisfaction in economic security. Pension is a kind of deferred payment to meet the needs of the employees in their old age. Similarly, the employer may contribute towards the premium of life insurance of each employee. Some organizations also help the employees to start cooperative credit societies to meet the urgent financial needs of the employees or consumers' cooperative stores to provide the workers with consumers' goods at no profit, no loss basis. The employees often need money for purchase of vehicle or for the marriage of children. In such cases, there should be some provision to meet their requirements. The employer may advance them the money which is paid back by the employees in the form of monthly installments to be deducted from their salaries. Second is recreational services. The employees are in need of occasional diversion. For this purpose, management may provide for recreational facilities. The management may provide for indoor games like table tennis in the common room for the employees. In case of big organizations, management may also arrange for playgrounds or for outdoor games. Management may also provide for reading rooms, libraries, radios, TV, etc. for the recreation of the employees. Third is the facilitative services. These are the conveniences which the employees ordinarily require, such as canteen, restrooms and lunchrooms, housing facilities, transportation facilities, medical facilities, washing facilities, educational facilities, consumers' cooperative stores, leave travel concessions, etc. There are 5 main agencies engaged in labor welfare in India. They include central government, state governments, employers, trade union or employees organizations and non-government organizations. Thank you.